Nigeria becoming Africa, Nigeria.
Hello.
Hi.
This is my mummy, Jean.
I'm Mummy Jean.
Well, obviously I don't call her Mummy Jean, but just for you guys, this is my mum. And we're going to do a mother-daughter tag because I just love my mummy so much.
Aww.
I love you. So
Scary.
yeah, when people are wondering where I get it from. Yes, I know what you're thinking, even the runs. Okay, so we've got some questions here that I got off other YouTubers. What is my favourite food, my favourite meal?
I don't know.
Fail.
You eat everything. Anything I cook for you, you always eat it. So I don't really know what your favourite food is. I know you like pounded yam.
Have I never said
So do
no
I.
to any food?
No?
Well, even when I was a baby?
No?
That explains a lot. What's my favourite music or artist?
P squared?
My mum really doesn't know me. No, mother.
Well, I don't know.
We knew each other. Who's my favourite artist?
I don't know.
Who's my favourite singer?
I honestly don't know.
Beyonce.
Well, yes.
How can you not know this?
Yeah, but Beyonce is just one of many, isn't she? What about
No,
Rihanna and Rita
No.
Ora?
Oh, I don't
I don't
like
like
Rita Ora.
Ora, no. And
Beyonce is the only one whose gigs I go to. Like,
okay, well, wait till I ask you the same question. You won't know.
I do know your favourite artist.
Who's my favourite artist then?
It's Sade, Whitney, Elton John, Beatles.
No, that's a long
I know who it is.
That's a long time
I know who
ago.
it is.
I always
Cliff
have-
Richard.
Oh, rubbish! I always have my boy of the.
Wait, Usher.
No, he was about 3 years ago.
I know who your boy of this year is.
Who's my boy?
As long as I got my suit and tie.
What? Justin Timbersnake. It's the. She's just looking for fun. I'm looking to get some.
Who's that?
Pharrell Williams.
What is this you were saying about you? Every year you have your boy of the year.
Yeah, you know the boy. The little boy that.
Cougar.
Do you remember when it was Cisco?
Oh yeah, but I kept telling you he was gay.
He's not gay.
Or at least bisexual. If a guy,
He's not gay.
let me give you a tip now. If a guy bleaches his hair blonde, has a belly button piercing, a nose piercing, and a tattoo around his belly button, and wears a silver thong on stage,
and has coloured contact lenses.
then I hope he's gay.
Yeah.
They like your black boys.
Just from afar.
Obviously not that far. He's one of us now, white people. What can I spend hours doing?
Putting on makeup, trying on clothes, taking the makeup off again, trying on clothes again, getting ready to go out. Or you can spend hours making a cake and decorating it, or making a dress. You can take fabric from nowhere and put it together and make an outfit and go out that night, or stick studs on your shoes, and anything creative like that. Yeah.
What she can spend hours and hours doing is reading.
Yes.
My earliest memory is of her with her nose in her book
Yes.
and her glasses down there,
Yes.
reading her book. She's like, "You bloody children, keep quiet.
Go
I
and
want
play.
peace and quiet."
Go and play. Let me read my book. Yes.
What was I like when I was younger?
She's the baby of the family, so she was really cute.
Was I a good girl?
You were a good girl. You spoke English and Yoruba at the same time.
Like how?
So you'd say, "Mo fẹ́ mu water," or "I want to drink omi," and you know, got everything muddled up together. But that was good because you learnt 2 languages side by side, so that was really good. Yeah.
What do you think of me making videos on YouTube?
They're very, very funny. They're the ones. I mean, you started off doing the makeup ones, didn't you? They were sort of like instruction ones and that kind of thing. And then when you got into the Lolita stuff, they're very, very funny. I pass some of them to my friends and they laugh. They think they're funny as well. So
Yeah.
but they are funny, and you're not taking your clothes off or anything, so you're not doing anything. You're not doing anything not human. You know, you're not doing anything wrong. No, you're just a bit of fun. Yes, it's
Do you
comedy.
think they're funny?
Yeah, they're fun. They're hilarious. How to Catch a White Man, that was stupid.
Is that how Dad caught you?
Well, not in a park. It was a disco.
So how was it like like moving from England to like Africa?
Well, I was 25. I'd been married 5 years. I had 2 little boys, and I was excited. And I'd only ever been to France. I'd never been anywhere else. I was really excited. I wanted to go and meet his family and his people and see where he grew up and where he lived. And me and his mum, you know, we'd been writing for 5 years, and we went out there, and it was exciting, and it was, you know, really, you know, I went without a backward glance.
So, am I your favourite child?
No, I have no favourites. I have 6 children, and I have no favourites.
Mum, just between me and you.
No, you're my baby.
Look, I've stopped the camera
Yeah,
rolling.
you're my baby. You're my baby.
You can tell me.
But you're not my favourite child.
But that's not what you said 5 minutes ago.
No, I have no favourites.
She said, Molly.
I didn't.
She said, Molly.
I didn't.
You're my favourite.
I did not. I didn't. I have no favourites. You're all different, and I love you for different things.
So, how do you feel about Runs Girls?
Well, again, it's not easy to understand if you're not in that situation. If you're not living in Nigeria, you don't really know what I'm talking about. But I think that the girls are out for what they can get, and if these men are silly enough to give it to them, then, you know, get on with it.
Back in your time when you were in Nigeria, how did you see runs, and you know, like,
Yes.
what was it like? Because I know now, like, the guys throw the money at the girls. They kind of create monsters, really.
Yeah.
Because the girls, I don't think most of them, they don't just go and dupe an innocent guy. I mean, that one's another level. But it's usually the rich guys, married guys, throwing money at them.
All the married couples that I knew, they were all nice couples that had got married. They met when they were at university or college or working or something, you know, and they got married and they had their family and everything. And then the men all started having like 40s, 50s midlife crisis, when they just wanted to think that they were still attractive to women, you know, and all the rest of it. And they were chasing the girls. And you could see them at parties. When we used to go to Ebenezer Obey and Sunny Day and all that lot, you know, and parties and things, there'd be lots of girls there. They might even be their friends' daughters, you know. And you see these silly men, you know, and they were, oh yeah, they go up and start dancing and spraying these girls and thinking, oh, I'll impress her with my money. And you could see these girls thinking, tick tock, oh well, if he wants to give it to me, silly old fool, I'll take it. So it was very much going on then.
Yeah.
And then a lot of those girls, they turn round and they pull themselves together and they go and get married and you know, and settle down again. And they just have their bit of silliness. Because there's nothing sadder than an old runs girl. I did know some old runs girls that had had a few husbands and a few sugar daddies, and they were getting, like, they were in their late 40s, and it was like their makeup didn't look quite right, and they were making too much of an effort, and they were going for face peeling and face bleaching and this, that and the other, and they were in competition with girls who were like 20 years old, you know, fresh girls, and maybe they'd spent their, you know, they'd had a few children along the way and they were spending their money on their children, but they still needed a rich man, but they weren't going to get a rich man because they weren't attractive to the rich man anymore. So there's nothing sadder than an old runs girl.
On that note, Mum, it is never too late to become a runs girl.
Aha! Oh, fine, go on.
Yeah?
Mochi ready now.
It's ready for runs.
Mochi ready from runs.
I know you get me coming. Africa pimpin'. Nigeria pimpin'. Niggas town pimpin'. Market, y'all, village style pimpin'.